What's going on YouTube? This is ParkerLight88 coming at you with another video. And in this video, guys, we're going to be talking about how to do Captain Kick loops with Zeo Gold. So, let's go ahead and get started. Now, the first thing you guys might be wondering is, what the heck is a Captain Kick? So, I call his back special the Captain Kick. The reason why is because it literally is Captain Commando's Captain Kick from, like, the Marvel vs. series. He literally does the exact same thing. It hits twice, he goes, like, full screen, blah, 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 blah. So, what I want to talk to you guys about is basically how to do the loops. I've heard multiple people, just playing with people who have picked up Zeo Gold and they're trying to figure out how to do Captain Kick loops because that's the combo that everybody does because it's how Zeo Gold gets a lot of his damage. But they struggle with kind of like the consistency of how to do the loops, right? Because Zeo Gold just inherently, his combo structure is a little volatile. Some things you kind of have to just adjust on the fly. So because his combos are kind of inconsistent, people, it kind of, turns people away from him a little bit. But I'm hoping that with this video that we can try to make that combo a little bit more consistent. Now, there are going to be some differences that we'll talk about, like as far as, how like pure Midas works, and then of course, you have, character weight that you have to account for and all that crap. But I'm hoping that in this, I can help make this combo a little bit more consistent for you guys. So, the first thing that I want to talk about is, how we get there. And basically, the way that we start Captain Kick loops is going to be anything from his medium auto combo. Because after you do medium auto combo, you'll run up, you'll do his OTG, which is his crouching medium, and then that'll put him at the perfect height so that you can actually follow up with the Captain Kick. After you actually do the Captain Kick, the next thing we have to talk about is when you actually hit them and the timing and blah, 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 blah. So the first thing that I want to talk about, like, from the Captain Kick loops is, when we actually hit them with the crouching light, because that's going to be the first button you do after Captain Kick loops. So you'll do your medium auto combo, right? Run up OTG, and you'll want to hit them right about there. Once again, we'll do it again. You want to hit them right about there. So that's the first thing you guys want to practice. If you can't get that, then just continuously practice doing the Captain Kick into that crouching light, and then once that feels good, you can go ahead and move on to the next part of the combo. So the next part of the combo, and this is where the combo gets a little inconsistent, and it's, the next thing that you'll do after Captain Kick is you'll do a crouching light, standing medium, standing heavy, and then you'll do another Captain Kick. But it's not quite that simple, because if you just kind of rapid fire the buttons, like just go light, medium, heavy, you may run into this issue if they're not at like the perfect height where he will actually go underneath the opponent. So you'll get something that kind of looks like this, right? So let's just do it like straight from the Captain Kick, right? You'll get something like that. So that's the big problem that you'll run into. And people are like, oh my gosh, I can't get this to work at the mid-screen and blah, 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 blah. So hopefully we can actually address that. So what you'll actually want to do, and this is very tricky to do, and is kind of character height dependent, because once again, if you hit them at the right spot, then you won't have to worry about that. But if you don't hit them at the right spot, so if you hit them too high, then this should be able to help. And basically, what I'm long-windedly getting at is basically between the standing medium and the standing heavy after you do Captain Kick, there is just the smallest delay between those button presses. You'll have to feel it out, but if you can get that little tiny delay and get used to that timing, then you'll be able to follow up with subsequent Captain Kicks. So you should be able to get something that looks like this. So taking it straight from the Captain Kick, and you'll get something that's similar to that. Now, after you get that first Captain Kick, you should be able just to do it with a normal timing, right? I'm still figuring that part out, but this has proven to be pretty consistent for me. And then after you do the next Captain Kick after you saw, then you start the loop, where after you do the Captain Kick, you'll wait for him to get about here, then go into medium heavy, and then you'll do it again. And then on the third rep, you'll be close to the corner, and then you just do a crouching light, standing medium into forward heavy, which at this particular point, since we already did his medium auto combo, will lead to a hard knockdown. So altogether, straight from the Captain Kick, you should get something that kind of looks like this. So that's pretty much what you'll get. So that's the first part of the combo that you'll have to work on. So once again, it's mostly just getting used to doing Captain Kick and then doing that. Now, one thing I do want to mention is after you do subsequent Captain Kicks, you will have this feeling like the character is going to fall out of the combo, so you'll want to press the button faster than you think you do. But just trust the recovery time, trust that you will have time to pick up the opponent with the crouching light, just wait for it, and then, just go for the crouching light, right? And once you guys will play around with that's pretty much how you will be able to get it consistently, just doing that. And so on and so forth. Now, at this particular point, what you'll do is you'll go for his OTG now that you're in the corner, which basically is just going to be a crouching medium. You'll do Gold Rush where you'll run through them and cause the capture state, right? After you recover, you'll do forward with medium to get this, which will cause a hard knockdown. So you'll be able to do that twice. So you get that right, medium, then you'll do it again, and you'll get that. Now, here's where the next difficult part of the combo comes in. What you'll do from here is you'll do crouching medium, then you'll do Gold Rush forward, you'll whoosh forward, you'll go up and forward, so you'll whoosh like this. Well, not like that. You'll whoosh like that. You'll do that, and then after the opponent is actually in the air, this is a very interesting thing that you'll have to get used to. So you'll do forward, up, forward, heavy. The heavy will whiff while they're in the air, and I guess this just brings them back down to the ground quicker. And then after you do the heavy, you'll do forward, up, forward again. So let me see if I can actually set this up from the Captain Kick combo here. So that's the part that you guys want to practice. And as you can see on the inputs on the side of the screen, you saw how the heavy whiffed, right? And when I get back down to the ground, you'll do forward, up, forward again, and then they'll get hit by the forward, up, forward of the whooshes. This part is kind of difficult to explain. It's something you kind of have to play around with, the timing of whiffing the heavy. You have to get used to the fact that the heavy is just going to whiff. It's just going to happen. It's a part of the combo timing. But once you actually go forward, you will hit the heavy as soon as you go forward. You'll be below your opponent, and when you get back down to the ground, you'll want to do forward again. It's going to feel very strange, but it's something you'll have to get used to. So after you do that twice, you'll just do forward, up, heavy for the ground bounce, and then you'll do the Sparta kick, and then from there, you'll go straight into super. And this kind of goes over the next part. This part isn't actually so difficult, though. At least when you actually, hit them after you do super. It just kind of depends on where the opponent ends up. If it wall bounces them and they end up right in front of you, you'll just wait for a second and you'll just give them the big old boot, right? But you'll run into this other issue. If I can demonstrate this, let's see what happens. Will it be up there, right? And when they're up that high, you kind of just have to get used to the timing of when you actually hit them with the Sparta kick. Now, if you look really closely, when you see them up in the air like that, the way that I've recognized how you actually hit them after that is you will kind of notice, how would I describe it? You'll see like a frame stutter, I guess. There'll be a point where they're in the sky, right? There'll be a little tick of them going down, and then they'll fall the rest of the way down. There's this little tick that I look for, and once I see that tick, I know that I'm at the right timing, where if I hit them with the Sparta kick, that'll give me the hard knockdown that I need. So after you do all of that, you'll just do medium launcher, and then you'll finish off with the EX. But once again, the hardest part is just going to be doing those whoosh loops in the corner. So once again, if everything looks right, you should have something that looks like this. So we do the super right, we back up, we see where they land, they're right in front of us, right? So we just hit them with the ba-ba. And then EX afterwards. And that pretty much, guys, is how you do Captain Kick loops. That is the most consistent version that I have been able to find. So once again, the first thing you'll want to practice is the Captain Kick, and then from there, doing the crouching light afterwards. Your setup for that is going to be anything into your medium auto combo, run up, OTG, and then do the crouching light afterwards. That's the first thing you'll want to practice. And then the second thing you'll want to practice is the forward, up, forward into the heavy, which will whiff, and then going straight into the forward, up, forward again. So if you guys can get that, and I think a nice way for you to be able to practice the second part, right, is just do anything in the corner that you'll get your opponent into the air, maybe, and that should help, right? I think that'll help you guys with that. So there's a setup for you. Anything in the corner, put them in the air, medium heavy, and then start. And if you guys can get that part, then the last part, of course, is just doing the OTG, see where the super puts them. If they're right in front of your face, hit them with the big old boot, and then if you see them in the sky, look for a tick as they fall. After that tick, you'll just hit them with the big old boot. You'll do medium heavy into EX, and I think those would be all the parts that you guys have to practice in order to do Captain Kick loops, you know, consistently. And that might actually, you know, circumvent that whole Trey's combos are so volatile kind of thing. But anyway, guys, that'll do it for this video. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll be back at you later with future videos. This is Parker Lad, and I will see you guys next time.